I'm Dana Longpray, and this is my son Nathan Longpray.
Hi.
And we're going to be talking to you about the outline to follow if you and your family are choosing to do home church. This outline is available on the church website or at the church office to pick up. That's right. So the first thing we're going to do is start with a short prayer. The second thing we're going to do is read from our child's Bible. Our son has graduated from this, so we just use this as a supplement along with our NIV Bible. When Nathan was little, we read through this, probably around 10 times. We started from the beginning. It was just real simple, and we just read a little chapter every night. And then I think around 6 months to a year, we got through the whole thing. So after he graduated from that, we had a Bible that was in between these two. We read through that 2 times, and then we realized he was ready for this Bible. So right now, we're still in Genesis, and we're reading through that, sometimes a full chapter. Sometimes the chapters have sections in them, or the chapter will be very long, and we don't want to bore him. So we are customizing that. So if a chapter is really long and it has little sections in it, then we'll just read a section that is per topic, just so you kind of get a feel where I'm going with that. The main reason we're doing this is to keep the learning interaction alive. If we're losing him, he's not learning anymore. And so that's why we want to emphasize to keep things short and sweet.
And sometimes this is Joe Longpray, Dana's husband. Sometimes if we don't want to read a genealogy because it's super boring, then we'll just show him and say, look, see how many different people were related to this person, which led to this person, and that way we don't have to read it. We just show them, and then we move on. So,
well said. The other thing we do is that not everything in the Bible is rated G, as you can imagine. And so when I know that we're approaching a story that has some pretty mature information in it, then my husband and I will be in charge of reading that day, and we will skip over some sentences or maybe alter or drop things out, just because we're sensitive to our son is 10 years old and just thinking about what he's ready to hear and what he is not ready to hear yet. That's totally appropriate to do that, and you have to use your own wisdom to be thinking that through. So typically, though, we all take turns reading because you want to keep your child activated, his mind activated. A lot of kids, as soon as you start reading, they start tuning you out. You got to be aware of that. And so if they know their turn's coming to read, then they're going to be listening a little bit closer. Now, also, if you can, we try to have him draw while we're reading, if it isn't his turn, or if we're taking charge of the reading that day, because if he's drawing a picture, which we always try to keep some paper on hand, and some colored pencils, right? So that because actually people don't realize this, but when kids are drawing or they're doing something with their hands, they actually retain information better. And as we're reading, to be sure of that, we're allowing him to draw a picture that has to do with what we're reading. And secondly, we're asking him questions as we go to make sure that he's comprehending what's going on. And sometimes we'll use pencils or little objects around the house to reenact the story in a little puppet manner. And he'll be one of the characters, and Daddy and I will be one of the characters, and we'll react out what we read that day. So there's different ways to make it come alive, to make sure that your child is actively engaged in what's going on. All right, so after we are done reading our Bible, then we, over time, I'm an ex-worship leader, so I have a collection of songs. Not everybody has this available to them, so we understand that. So we want you to know that there'll be some songs available on the church website eventually, and there'll be some to pick up at the church office, so that it can equip you. We also want you to know that if you already know a few favorite songs that you have, that you can definitely look them up on YouTube if you have internet. We hope you do, but sometimes some of us don't. We have just recently acquired that ourselves. So we make use of somebody gave us an iPad, otherwise we wouldn't even have one of those. But a lot of times when you go onto YouTube and you type in a favorite song, it'll have a great backdrop with the words on the screen with music so that you can sing along as a family. Maybe nobody in your family plays guitar or nobody's a great singer. That's okay. You can just go ahead and sing along with the professional singer with the words online. It's great.
And sometimes there's Lego animation with the songs too.
One of our favorite Lego animation guys, is his production is called My Snail
Eats Pizza.
My Snail Eats Pizza, right? And this guy puts together amazing videos that emphasize Christian songs in such a beautiful manner that's super engaging, super fun, and amazingly complex and godly. There's a Jesus Lego guy, and they're just emphasizing a song and the message that it's trying to bring. One of my favorites is Toby Mac's song called, what is it called?
Me Without You.
Me Without You. My Snail Eats Pizza. I highly recommend that. Go check it out. It'll show you all his other videos too. All right, now at the end is our prayer time. Now with kids, we draw our prayers on, we keep this piece of paper. This thing only costs like $1, okay, at Walmart. And I like it because it's got these brads in here because we can open this up and take these out, give everybody a piece of paper. We date it, and we all draw one thing we're thankful for and one thing that we're praying for, and then we share that as a family, and that's our prayer time. There's a more advanced manner of praying for older children that's on the website, and it is also on the outline. So if you go check that out on the outline on the website, that's there for you to check out. And remember, we're here for you in this season of your life to guide you through home church. Remember, I can take you out to coffee, or you can email me with your questions, and the Long Pray family is here to help you in this season of your life. May God bless you richly in this season. Amen.